It's September. What do you plan to read in September? Here is my TBR. My September TBR. My books to be read. My pile of possibilities. I don't expect I'll get to all of them, but I hope to read some of them at least. My name is Jim. This is my channel, Books, Reading and Stuff. I'll start with the physical books. This one, Hard by a Great Forest, Leo Vardiashvili. It's set in Tbilisi. It's about a family that was separated by the Civil War. The father and the sons leave Tbilisi, but the mother, Eka, is left behind. And then the father and sons return to Tbilisi and try to find Eka. I haven't read this. I've heard mixed reports. Some people really like it, some people don't. It's been on my TBR since May, when it was the Georgian Readathon. I haven't got to it yet. This was on my TBR last month, The Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I want to read an Agatha Christie in remembrance of Alice and the Giant Bookshelf, who sadly passed away at a very young age. And I have my Georgian book, Deda, Mama Vardiashvili, Sabargo, Mანქაνα, 8 Kids and a Truck. This was originally written in Norwegian by Ana-Cath Vestly. This is the Georgian translation. This is the Georgian book I plan to read this year. I don't expect I'll finish it this month. Those are the physical books. I also have a lot of digital books. You probably can't see these. I'll try to put images on the screen. First, A Little Hatred by Joe Abercrombie. I'm getting back into fantasy books. Last month I read The Fragile Threads of Power by V.E. Schwab, and I also finished Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon James, and I'm exploring recent fantasy writers. I don't know a lot about A Little Hatred, but I saw a lot of booktubers like Murphy Napier who really praised it, so I'll be giving it a go. Then we have Criminolly presents Garbology, collection of short stories that in the garb genre, the trashy genre. I started this in Garb August, and now it's Shorty September, so I'm continuing with it. I've read maybe 10 or 11 stories so far, and I haven't found a dud yet. My favourite so far is The Widowmaker, which was put out by MJ. Next, Recursion by Blake Crouch. I don't know much about this. It's science fiction. I've heard good things about it, and I shall see. It's also Shorty September, where we read short stories, and Angelia of Read and Reread has this idea, 30 stories in 30 days, and I like 2 of the stories on there. I don't know if I read 2 or if I read more. There's a short story by Flannery O'Connor, which is not in here, but it's Good Country People, which is the first one they're reading on the 1st of September. There's also The Lottery by Shirley Jackson, which sounds interesting. And then I have a little experiment with myself. I wanted to read some contemporary romance because I wanted to get myself out of my comfort zone, and I've chosen an arc, Not in My Book by Katie Holt. This is about 2 writers. The female is Peruvian American from Tennessee who's gone to New York to do a writing class, and she meets this Aiden who's also on the writing class, but he's into literary fiction, she's into romance fiction, and they clash. It's a rivals to lovers type of trope, and it looks intriguing. And also it's Shakespeare, so I want to look at a Shakespeare play. I haven't decided which one yet. So that's my TBR. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these books or what you'd recommend I read for September, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.